Well, what's up to all my chicken grease junkies out there in YouTube land? This is Fast Jimmy 71 coming at you from the Chicken Grease Garage. What's cracking with everybody today? Beautiful day in Chicago. Yesterday was shot up to like 70, 75, 76 degrees. And today went up to about 61, 62 degrees, but then it rained. Uh, so yeah, it's been pretty decent over here. I actually had a chance to do some painting. Uh, but I'm gonna be doing two updates in one video. I'm gonna do an update on the 66 the 66 Buick Wildcat Lowrider and number 28 Havaline NASCAR that I'm doing for the Corona 500. Um, and I got some other stuff that I'm going to show you that I had ordered on the internet that I needed. So it's going to be a lot of stuff going on right now. So the paint that I had bought for the car, um, did not care for it, which is the McCall Blue. That's this blue here. I'm gonna tell you right now, this is this is a butt ugly ass color, man. I thought it was gonna be a nice color, but when I painted it on the chassis, it was horrible, horrible, horrible. And then when I painted the interior with that lighter blue, which is the wildflower blue, it did not go. It was just a horrible, horrible paint. The color scheme was not great. It was not cool. So I went ahead and I went to the store and I bought another paint, but this one is not Rust-Oleum, it's Duplicolor. And this one is called the Bahama Blue. Now this blue is a hell of a lot nicer. This is actually a really nice blue. So this one actually matches better with the other blue that I painted the interior with, which is this one. So these blues actually look a lot better. So yeah, that McCall Blue, that's out the picture. And I'm gonna be doing the car with this Bahama Blue. So can't wait, but it's gonna have to wait until the weekend because temperature's dropping again. Okay, well, the car's in primer. Car's in primer. It's in a dark primer. I got some really bad scratches here, so I'm gonna have to sand this all down, try to get these scratches out. Because I had a little boo-boo. I had some glue on my finger. Didn't notice it, and when I grabbed the body, I got glue on the car. So I had to sand that out, and for some reason I sanded it a little too much, and I got scratches. So I gotta sand that out, then wet sand it, smooth it out, and try to get rid of those scratches before I lay down the base coat of that Bahama Blue. But other than that, that's really about it. Oh, when I sanded the door handles, I have to clean that up also. That's another issue that I got to deal with. But that's no big deal. You know, just resand all this down, smooth everything up, and just, and that should be that. So yeah, for the most part, the car is ready to be primer. It's already ready to be painted. I just gotta, do some wet sanding and some retouching up, and then getting it ready for paint on the weekend. The trunk and the hood are ready to go. There's the hood. It's ready to go. I just gotta wet sand it. The trunk, same thing. Everything's ready to go for that. Interior is done. Interior came out beautiful. That right there is there's a lot of detailing in there. um, a lot of detailing. See the difference from since I put that piping with the styrene. It actually makes the seat pop even more. That's why I did that. And the door panels. This right here in the center, that's not paint. That's actually that embossing powder, and that is like a charcoal gray. That's on the back deck where the speakers are at, and on the seats, on the floor, and on the door panels. That's embossing powder. There's the hydraulic switch box that I made. Uh, in the center, right here, with a dashboard. That's that's a little TV, not TV, but that's for the radio, and that is a photo etch radio face that I installed. Chain steering wheel. To be honest with you, that dashboard has no detail whatsoever. You can't really detail much of shit on that dashboard because it has none. So I just did what I could with it. But as for everything else, I think everything else came out really nice. I love the way the interior came out. It's gonna look really nice with the car once it's painted up and put together. Engine, like I said, the engine is done. Engine is done. Um, as you can see, it's ready to go. So the engine is ready to go. So, all I just gotta do is just paint the body, detail, bare metal foil. My hydraulic pumps, like I said, my hydraulic pumps I made. I scratch built these hydraulic pumps, and I got batteries also. So that's ready to go. So that's the little update that I have on the '66 Buick. Now on to the NASCAR. Now the NASCAR, that's a little more different. Like I said, I've never built a NASCAR before. So this is the engine. The engine is got spark plug wires. I put spark plug wires on them. Did the engine in silver and flat black with aluminum and steel. Give it different colors of steels and aluminums. Different colors, kind of like break it up. Because I did look at a lot of NASCAR engines, and I went by their references, and some of them were, silver with red belt covers and so on and so forth. But some of them were also painted in this color scheme. So I went ahead and painted it and detailed it in this color scheme. So I think it came out pretty cool. It came out pretty cool for a NASCAR engine. Got black spark plug wires. I'm really not gonna add any lines or anything because I'm just gonna keep it as simple. I'm not gonna really go out with this NASCAR. Now there was a little issue with the body. I did not notice that the body, well, there's a lot of discoloration here, a lot of staining due to the fact that I had to boil this. I had to put it in boiling water. Why? Because when I went to put the body down to go check something, the car was sitting cockeyed. I didn't notice that at first until I put it down, and it was sitting kind of like a little cockeyed. So when I started looking at the car straight ahead, it was cocked. and it was really, really warped. So I had to do my little technique of taking a pot of water, boiling it on the stove, and dipping the car in the hot water for a couple of seconds. Once you get the car in the water for a couple of seconds, you take it out. You have the cold water running. You take the body, you kind of like hold it in the position that you want, run it under cold water, and it fuses it right there. It actually cools down the plastic where the plastic hardens again, and then you can get it right where you want it. I had to I had to pull that method like 3 or 4 times to get it right where I wanted it. But as you can see, she's nice and square, nice and even. But she got a little stained up due to the water. But that's no big deal because she's going to be primered and she's going to be painted in black again. Because I wasn't going to get away with it anyways because there were swirl marks and there's these flashing marks here, mold lines and stuff. So it's still gonna get painted, so there's no big deal. But for the most part, it's already done. Now, I put the whole chassis together because I said the hell with that. If I am going to pay every individual piece, that's not happening. Because just by me putting it together like this was a big pain in the ass. I I don't know how you guys can build these things, man. But you have to have, now this shit you have to have patience for. Because I was losing my patience with this. But, and that's just gluing everything together, to paint it all in one unit. The dashboard is not installed. It's just in there just to mock everything up to make everything sure. I want to make sure that everything is nice and square. But hooking all this up together to line up was horrible. Horrible. So I can imagine if I would have had painted every individual piece separate and then tried to put everything together, I think I would have smashed it. I'm sorry, Rob, but I think I would have smashed it because it would have destroyed the paint job putting this car together because it was that bad, putting all these pieces together because for one is I've never built a NASCAR before, and I guess things kind of got like tweaked a little bit, so things weren't fitting right. So I had to adjust here, adjust there, trim here, trim there, just to get things to fit right, But for the most part, she came out pretty good. She's nice and square. I test fitted her in the body, and she fits perfect. Now, there was a little issue here. The muffler system, the exhaust system. Now, when I hooked up, because since, like I said, I'm painting all this in one unit and everything else is going to get detail painted. And that's better for me because then that'll give me a lot more shit to do. And, gotta have, I'm going to have a lot of time on my hands to do it, so that's okay. When I installed the exhaust system and I put the body on, this one sits perfect because the body has a notch for the exhaust to fit through. Now this side, the body doesn't have a notch in it. So when I went to put the body on, this kept popping up. And I'm like, what the hell is going on here? So when I looked, it didn't have a notch. So, and plus the exhaust was sitting in an angle because there was no notch on this side of the body. So I don't know if NASCARs have it that way. I don't know. But I the hell with it. This is the notch that came with the original. This is the original notch from the factory. This is my notch. As you can see, they're identical. I had to notch it because if I didn't, this exhaust was not going to fit right. The body wasn't going to fit right. And it was just going to look not, it wasn't going to look right. So I just said the hell with it. I notched it out. If people that are very meticulous about NASCARs and you want to, complain about it, go right ahead, complain about it. I really don't give a shit, to be honest with you. I'm sorry, but that's just how it is. I'm just doing this for the hell of it. And if I want to do it that way, I did it that way. Plain and simple. I don't need to explain myself. But yeah, I don't know if NASCAR has it that way. And like I said, I really don't care. This is just for fun, just for the hell of it. Just to pass the time. But, she fits pretty good. Let me try to pop this in here. If I don't break anything. This is, pretty cool. Pretty cool. For the first time me doing this. It's pretty cool. Just gotta kind of like tweak, gotta maneuver things around, for it to fit right. Trying to get this in here. There we go. And she's in there. She's all in there. And as you can see, she sits in there beautiful. So this is what I was talking about. See how nice and even everything sits now? Before that notch wasn't in here, this notch was fitting fine, but this side was all the way up here because it wasn't fitting right. And I don't think that's how NASCAR has them. So I just didn't like it, so I notched it out. So it sits fine. To me, it looks pretty cool. I like it. So yeah, this is how she looks. See how she's nice and square. Nothing's crooked. Nothing's disaligned on it. Everything's right where it needs to go. So yeah, that's what I have with the car. Like I said, this is all for fun. I don't mean to be an ass. But I'm sorry. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it for anybody because that's how I am. I'm not doing this car to please anybody, so if some of the people that do NASCARs that are very serious into NASCAR and they see that or you know what, don't even go there with me because I'm not going to listen to it. I don't have that kind of time to deal with shit like that. So now moving on to all the other stuff. This is for little Joe because I saw little Joe. He's doing a tequila. What is it? The Tequila Taxi. Well, this is actually a die-cast of the Tequila Taxi. This was actually in a kit, not a kit, but a racing track kind of thing for Tom Daniels. And the racing track that it came with, it was junk. I only paid $10 for it. It was no big deal. So I threw the track out, but I kept the car because I love the car. This is very detailed. This is a 1/32 scale. Very nice and detailed. It's even got the little chicken. It's got a chicken inside the chicken box. And here's the interior. The engine. So I told little Joe, I sent him some pictures, but I know little Joe probably wanted to see, instead of seeing it in pictures, he probably wanted to see how it looks in real time, instead of seeing it in a picture. As you can see, little Joe, there's the chicken in the box. He was asking me, man, I wonder how the chicken looks, if it's chicken brown or if it's white, or no, it's a white chicken. There's the interior. There's the interior. That's how it looks. I guess he wants to do it in detail. because I guess he can't find any reference pictures of this car. I don't know. I don't know. I just told him that I was gonna do this for him. Um, so there you go, my brother. Uh, there's the tequila taxi that you're doing, but this is diecast. This is not, there's plastic parts on it, but it's diecast. There's the underneath. See all the screws and everything. Yeah, it's a very nice car. Very nice. Very nicely detailed. You know, very nicely detailed. These are all aluminum. These bracings and everything. Everything's all aluminum. It's very nice. You know, very nice. Very nicely detailed. So, there you go, Joe. There's the Tequila Taxi that I told you I was gonna show you. So, now on to the stuff that I bought on eBay. Not on eBay. Well, yeah, eBay and Amazon and stuff not so much eBay and Amazon, but from hobbylink.com. I order all my stuff from Hobbylink. And, I actually got approved for my disability. So, I went ahead and ordered some stuff that I needed while I can, you know. I ordered some braided line. I got 2 packages of braided line, different sizes. I ordered a set of photo etch white seat belts with this is the photo etch seatbelt buckles and the material for the seatbelts. Then I ordered for the 66 Buick. I ordered me some lowrider plaques for the back window. There's 4 different kinds here. So I thought that was pretty cool. I'm gonna put a lowrider plaque in the back. Ordered me one of these little dice for the rearview mirror. Then I got me this. This was pretty cool. I didn't know they had something like this. When you're opening up your trunks and your doors and stuff. I told you guys that everybody uses the X-Acto knife, and they use the back end of the X-Acto knife to scribe away a lot of the plastic. Well, I actually found this. That this is actually for scribing. It's already set up for scribing, and I tried this out on some plastic car body that I had there that was no good. And man, this thing works awesome, man. This thing works awesome, and all I paid was $4.50 for this. And it's made by Flex and File. They sell files and everything, and little sanding sticks and shit. So yeah, this is it's less than $5. So trust me, man, this is actually pretty cool to have in your arsenal of building supplies and stuff that you might have to build your models. So it's actually pretty nice to have. And it's actually pretty cool because then you don't have to go through all your X-Acto knives, messing up your X-Acto knives, cutting doors and trunks open. You already have, your own little, scribing tool for that. And this I found at Walmart. This was really cool. I paid $8 for this. This is an X-Acto knife. Let me see if I can open this. This is a nice sharp X-Acto knife. An 11. This is a number 11 blade. Now, you know how the X-Acto knives, you got to twist the top to unscrew and pop out. Well, not this one. This one, you take this handle back here and you pull it out, and you bring it down. Okay, now you're making me look bad. There we go. See? Very easy. Just pop it right back into the little slot. this right back. I'm doing this over the camera. Hop it right back in, and you lock it, push in, and she's locked in. She ain't coming out. So that's like a quick release kind of little deal here. Locks it into place, and it's actually pretty nice and comfortable on the hand and everything. It's very, very nice and comfortable, nice and durable. I did pay, like I said, I paid $9 for this, but it's something that lasts long, and you can use, your any Exacto 11 number 11 blade on this. So that's actually pretty cool. I need to hurry up. This video is already going on 25, going on 26 minutes, so I need to hurry up and finish this off. And I did get a couple of kits. I got this Chip Boost 1965 Chevy Impala. Very nice. I've been wanting this kit for so long. I needed to get it, man. This is in my stash of all my Impalas that I plan on building. And then I bought me this brand new release of the 66 Chevy Impala SS396 2-in-1. This one is actually pretty badass too. This one brings a lot of nice parts in it. Very nice, very nicely detailed. So this was actually a pretty sweet kit too. This is actually pretty nice. So yeah, and I have in about a week or so, I got another kit coming through. It's a Hasegawa 1966 Cadillac, two-door Cadillac that I've been wanting. So as soon as that gets in, I'll be showing you guys that one. It's made by it's a 66 Cadillac. So yeah, but that's all I got for you guys. Like I said, it was the reason why it's a long video is because I did the 2 updates on both cars that I'm working on, plus the stuff that I got on through the internet and stuff like that I ordered, and the kits and stuff. So well, just guys, stay safe, man. Keep yourselves occupied while we're stuck in this quarantine shit due to the coronavirus, and just stay safe, man. And if you don't need to go nowhere, don't go nowhere. So that's about it, my brothers. So this is Fast Jimmy 71 saying peace, and you know it, chicken grease. Laters.